I'm standing in the Curtin Aquatic Research Laboratory. It's a very cool facility, and its main purpose is to do research into aquaculture. So they've got all these very large tanks which have got all different kinds of species, big fish, little fish, freshwater fish. You can see, I think there's a whole school of fish in there, and even more over here, another school. But the reason we're here is to use this very large elevated concrete tank that contains, I think, 50 tons of water. Now, right now, that tank is almost empty, and I'm just going to take you for a little walk downstairs and show you why that is. So, the testing we do has to replicate the environment we're going to be in 2,500 meters underwater. That means we have to have very accurate control of the lighting circumstances. So we've been using black cloth fabric to stop light from bouncing around inside the narrow confines of the tank. And I'm just going to show you what we're doing with the 50 tons of water. So down here, literally going down the drain, is 50 tons of seawater down this siphon pipe and then into a special containment facility. This pipe has been draining this water out of this tank all day for about 9 hours. This pipe goes all the way up the side of the tank and then back down inside, and through this window you can see the intake end of the pipe sitting there lying on the bottom, and it's just about to get the very last water out. So these are the black screens we've been using to black out the tank to stop the overhead lights from getting in. As you can see, there's quite a lot. They're made of ordinary black cotton fabric, and we've had them in the water for 3-4 weeks, and what we didn't realize was that the black dye would leach into the water so much that the water quality was affected, so that we could no longer use it for testing. Now you can see here in this window some of the rock habitat that was there to make a more natural environment for some of the fish that were here. And I'm just going to take you over to this tank and show you some of the fish that used to live in there. So this is a species of tropical fish called a barramundi. They're very, very delicious to eat. But right now I'm going to take you up this ladder so you can have a look inside the tank. This is going to be a slightly rocky ride because I've got to hold the phone in my mouth so I can hang onto this ladder properly. Okay, so this is the inside of the tank. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's about the size of a very large backyard swimming pool, but it's about 3 times deep, deeper than that. And there's the rocks, and way over there, that white pipe coiled up on the bottom is just about to sip the very last water out of this tank. And over there in the corner are a few objects that we dropped in the tank during our earlier testing. So tomorrow morning I'm going to put on some special boots, go in there and recover those objects. And I have to tell you, I'm not looking forward to that, because this tank had a lot of big fish, there's algae growing on those rocks, and it already smells bad. So I'm sure that by tomorrow morning it's going to smell pretty much like an open sewer. However, after that happens, we're going to use this pipe to supply 50 tons of brand new salt water through this tap and refill this tank, and we'll be able to get on with our testing.